I've learned that we can celebrate people from a distance, and people have done amazing things for Black history, but we have amazing people right here in our church whose stories you need to know. So I said, let me share an amazing story. I got a story of my mom, my Mama B. Mama B. That's my mom in high school in 1970. And Mama B, she looks beautiful. Mama B, her story, an amazing story. As I've been getting older, I've been sitting with her more, and I've been asking this question: tell me some things that I don't know about you. My mom loves to talk. She loves to talk. I said, share me some things about you. And for 2 hours, about a month ago, I sat with her and heard some amazing stories that I never knew. My mom, if you don't know this story, she was first generation of Black people being integrated into the workforce. Can you imagine what she was going through in 1978? Not only being integrated into the workforce as Black people, but imagine being a Black woman going into the workforce. I was talking to her, I said, tell me a little bit more about that. She said, well, I was working for this corporation of more than 5,000 people. And she said, as I'm getting integrated into the workforce field, she said, imagine every level has 200 people on that level. And I showed up, and I'm the only Black person there and the only Black woman there. I'm walking through there, and they didn't really want us there, but they just kind of had to have us. And she said, so I'm working. She said, I had 4 managers who I reported to, 4 white men who I reported to. And she said, out of the 4, there's one who I directly had contact with. And he made it a point every day to come out and berate me. In front of everybody, he made it a point to come out in front of everyone and berate me. She said, you know what? I didn't give him the satisfaction of not doing well. I showed up every day doing my job. Imagine working, being the only. Imagine what you had to face and walk into being the only. Imagine that they put out what they call headhunters. Headhunters where they went and they had someone sit at their desk, of Black people, sit at their desk and watch their every move for a week to give them a fireable offense. My mom is sitting there every day doing her work, having someone write down when she went to lunch, when she went to the bathroom, when she made copies, so they could find something that she would do wrong, that they could fire her. I'm sitting there like, oh my goodness. But she showed up day after day after day after day. And she said, I would just be excellent in what I did. I didn't give them an opportunity to find anything on me. I didn't give them the satisfaction of that. I showed up every day. That's a story sitting in our church. And I said, how did you get through? She said, my faith. I said, your faith? My faith? My faith? Going to a local church at the time, a little small Black church, praising Jesus, being encouraged, receiving hope when she felt hopeless, being encouraged when she felt discouraged. It was this little small community of believers encouraging each other, which made her go through day in and day out. Imagine leaving this small city and coming to another city called Omaha and walking through the same thing at a major corporation in the 90s. I said, how did you get through that? She said, my faith. I said, wow. You got something to teach me. How to show up day in and day out. How to be a part of something that's bigger than yourself. How to believe and trust in Jesus when you are going through a place that's hard. That's the stories that we get to share. And imagine if you only came once a month and no one ever heard your story. You have a story. Black, white, Hispanic, all in between, up and down. You are loved and are valued, and there should be a part of this, and people should know your story.